It's been a long time coming that Tim Pool is losing his base, and that he is the number one news streamed guy on YouTube, but he is the definition of, if you took Ben Shapiro and bred him with destiny, you'd get Tim Pool. You'd get this pro-government, everything that's going on is the right course of action. There is nothing wrong. Actually, not enough's being done to help the Irish in their agenda. And that he's just so establishment like destiny. And then how is he like Ben Shapiro? He's like Ben Shapiro because he literally doesn't realize that everyone just keeps ratioing Tim Pool. He looks stupid. He looks so out of touch. He looks like Jake Shields just blew him up on Twitter, and it's pretty funny. He says he lies. He says he's a liar. And Elijah Schaefer comes on to Tim Pool's podcast and says about how Ireland has control and power and how the Irish are strong people and that they exert a lot of power within the government. And Tim, instead of ever addressing what's being said, he just gaslights. Instead of ever having a conversation, he just shames the person. Instead of ever talking, he'll always be like, I don't know why they care about such a complicated issue. Instead of ever, taking the time, being the number one news channel, Tim Pool, instead of ever being like, I wonder where this Irish problem, what this is, and looking at the angles, he's just like, why should I care? People don't care about Ukraine, but they care all of a sudden about the Irish war. So Kanye came onto his stream last year, his live IRL, and he basically embarrassed the shit out of Tim Pool. And then at that time, you're just like, okay, you know what? Maybe Kanye was being weird. Cut to a year later, and you're like, Tim Pool is a little bitch. Tim Pool is so cringy now that I wonder how long he's going to be like the number one streamer for, because he literally will never address the elephant in the room. So he deserves every ratio he gets. And he's wearing his stupid little beanie everywhere he goes, like at Trump's Mar-a-Lago thing. And also, how can you listen to every day? Like, he used to be okay. But how can you listen to every day him talk about the culture war? How many hours a week does he talk about the Trump trial? How much is he going to shill for, Trump is the best. And I like Trump, but like, how much is he going to just shill every single day, talk about the border? How much is he going to talk about just the same stuff every single day? Every single day, it's just like, getting into the story, let's talk about the trial that Trump's in. Let's shift gears here now. Let's talk about censorship, and it's so stupid. He never questions anything beyond his little box, that he knows exactly what to say, and he knows exactly where the limits are of how far he'll take things. So Tim Pool is a shill, unlike Piers Morgan. At least Piers Morgan actually has the larger conversation. At least Piers Morgan lets people talk. Piers Morgan will ask, do you condemn? Do you condemn? Do you condemn? But That's just, you can just tell like his little workaround to have the conversation actually happen. Whereas Tim Pool, he will literally just say, how dare you even speak about this? How dare you even speak about that? You're free to talk about Ukraine. You're free to call Biden an idiot. You're free to question everything, but God forbid you ask why the Irish do what the Irish do and why Ireland has its weird foreign policy or whatever. So if you get anything out of this, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.